What's up, Steelers Nation? It's another exciting week as our team continues to grind and improve, aiming to bring home big wins for the black and gold. Today, we've got some huge updates, starting with a key player potentially returning just in time for a critical divisional showdown. Plus, there's buzz about the future of our offensive coordinator, Arthur Smith, and how that could affect our quarterback situation. Stick around, smash that like button, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any updates. Steelers fans got an early holiday surprise with news that Alex Highsmith, who suffered a frightening ankle injury just 2 weeks ago, is ahead of schedule and gearing up to return. Head coach Mike Tomlin confirmed during a press conference that Highsmith's status is looking promising for this week's must-win game against the Cincinnati Bengals. "We've got Alex Highsmith leaning in on a return," Tomlin said. "We'll let his participation and the quality of that participation guide us. The door is ajar, and we'll need all hands on deck as the competition gets thick heading into December." Highsmith's absence was painfully obvious in last week's loss to the Cleveland Browns. Without him, the Steelers' defense struggled to generate consistent pressure, allowing Cleveland's offense to find its rhythm. Highsmith has been a cornerstone of the Steelers' pass rush, and his return couldn't come at a better time. Initially diagnosed with a low ankle sprain, Highsmith was expected to miss 2 to 3 weeks. Missing exactly 2 games, his progress has Steelers fans breathing a sigh of relief. While his full participation in practice this week will determine his availability, the outlook is optimistic. Switching gears to the offense, Steelers Nation has plenty to discuss regarding the future of offensive coordinator Arthur Smith. In his first season with Pittsburgh, Smith has breathed new life into a unit that was often criticized under former coordinator Matt Canada. Through 11 games, the Steelers' offense is averaging 22.9 points per game, the highest mark since the 2020 season. For comparison, Smith's offense has already surpassed 400 total yards 3 times this season, something Canada failed to achieve in his entire tenure. However, success comes at a price. Reports from the Washington Post suggest that Smith is a top candidate for the New York Giants head coaching vacancy heading into the 2025 season. If Smith leaves, the Steelers could not only lose their offensive coordinator but also quarterback Justin Fields. While Russell Wilson has been the primary starter this season, Justin Fields has quietly made a case for himself as a starting quarterback in the NFL. Fields has shined in limited action, particularly in special packages designed by Smith. In fact, Smith has previously stated that the Steelers are fortunate to have 2 starting-caliber quarterbacks on their roster. This connection between Smith and Fields has fueled speculation that if Smith takes the Giants' job, Fields might follow. With Daniel Jones released earlier this season, the Giants will be searching for their next franchise quarterback, and Fields, still just 26 at the start of 2025, fits the bill. According to insiders, Smith would likely want a quarterback familiar with his system to lead his next team. Fields, who is 4-2 as a starter in Smith's offense, could be that guy. For the Steelers, this presents a potential challenge. While Wilson is expected to remain the starter this season, the decision about the quarterback for 2025 and beyond might not be entirely in their hands. Fields, eager to prove himself as a full-time starter, could view a move to New York as a golden opportunity. While Smith's success in Pittsburgh is undeniable, it's bittersweet to think the team might lose him after just 1 season. His offensive scheme has brought much-needed creativity and efficiency, but the Steelers' front office now faces the task of planning for the future. If Smith does leave, the Steelers will have to find a new offensive coordinator, someone who can continue building on the foundation he's laid. As for Fields, his departure could leave the Steelers relying solely on Wilson, who has been solid but not without flaws this season. For those who followed Trice's career, you know it's been a story of perseverance. Drafted in the 7th round of the 2023 NFL Draft, Trice arrived in Pittsburgh as a promising prospect. His 6'3" frame, physicality, and advanced coverage skills had many Steelers fans dreaming of a dynamic pairing with Joey Porter Jr. Unfortunately, Trice's young career has been hampered by injuries. A devastating ACL tear robbed him of his entire rookie season, and a hamstring injury this September further delayed his progress. However, this Sunday could mark a turning point as Trice inches closer to a return. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin hinted during his Tuesday press conference that Trice may finally be ready to step back onto the field. "We opened the window for Trice last week, and he had a good week's work. He may be available to us this week, so we'll see where that leads." Trice's hamstring injury occurred during special teams play against the Chargers in Week 3. Despite being close to suiting up against the Ravens and Browns, the Steelers opted for caution. Now, with more time to recover and a solid week of practice behind him, Trice appears poised to make his season debut against the Bengals. Let's talk about what this could mean for the Steelers' defense. The cornerback position has been a key focus this season, especially as the team builds its future around young talent. Trice, alongside Joey Porter Jr., represents a potential cornerstone duo for years to come. At Purdue, Trice showcased impressive skills that had scouts projecting him as an early day 3 pick, possibly even sneaking into day 2. Injuries caused him to slip to the 7th round, but his raw talent and work ethic made him a steal for the Steelers. When healthy, Trice has shown flashes of his potential. In Week 2 against the Denver Broncos, Trice came up with a clutch red zone interception, his first career pick. The play not only stopped a scoring drive, but also demonstrated Trice's ability to rise to the occasion. Defensive tackle Cam Hayward praised Trice's effort after that game. Corey stepped up in the moment. What a heck of a way for a guy who was hurt all last year to be ready for that moment and make a big play for us. All-Pro linebacker TJ Watt echoed that sentiment. How about Corey Trice? All that he's been able to overcome. Just seeing all the work he puts in, to see him get that interception is huge. These endorsements from team leaders show the respect Trice has earned in the locker room, and his return could add much-needed depth and versatility to the Steelers' secondary. The timing of Trice's return couldn't be better. The Steelers are entering a must-win stretch of their season, and divisional games carry even more weight. Facing the Bengals, who have dynamic playmakers like Ja'Marr Chase, the secondary will need to be at its best. Adding Trice to the mix gives defensive coordinator Terrell Austin more options. His size and physicality make him an ideal matchup for bigger receivers, while his ball skills could be crucial in high-pressure moments. Let's zoom out for a moment. Trice's return isn't just about this Sunday. It's about the bigger picture. The Steelers are investing heavily in their young talent, and Trice's development is a key part of that plan. Pairing him with Porter Jr. could give Pittsburgh a formidable duo on the outside, something they haven't had in years. While injuries have been a setback, Trice's resilience and work ethic suggest he's ready to make the most of this opportunity. And for Steelers fans, that's an exciting prospect. All right, Steelers fans, now it's time for your take. How do you feel about Alex Highsmith's potential return? Do you think his presence will make a difference against the Bengals? And what about the rumors surrounding Arthur Smith and Justin Fields? Should the Steelers do whatever it takes to keep them in Pittsburgh? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on all things Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, here we go, Steelers. The Steelers are entering a crucial stretch of the season, and every piece of news matters. From Highsmith's timely recovery to the swirling rumors about the future of Smith and Fields, these storylines will undoubtedly shape the team's trajectory heading into 2025. For now, Steelers Nation can only watch, hope, and rally behind a team that continues to fight for greatness.